Hey Chubo, thanks for the host. Gonna get this started up in just a second here. Gonna get into the game, load it up, and then turn this overlay off. Last time we played this, I think we actually got pretty far into the main story. We actually had the pirate lord told us about the location of the scepter of cloaking, and that was in a dwarven citadel. And then we went and we recovered that after an extremely long battle with a large number of undead. That was actually something I went back and looked at the VOD for that, and it was, I think, an hour and a half long for that one battle. This game is so well made. It is possibly the most well-made game in existence, even better than The Broken Land, whose quality engineering is legendary. But we're gonna give this a shot. Try to get through this. So, I believe. Oh, it's being a little funky already. So, we actually leveled up. We got more spells. We got a useful level 4 spell finally. We are missing some spells though. We had to fight another undead ship, and after we did that, we got, I think, $300,000 worth of treasure from that. Worked out incredibly well in our favor, so that's excellent. But I did forget a couple of spells for a couple of our people, but I think that's it. I should actually, you know what? I should actually load the most recent save game, because the startup of this is a little finicky, where basically you don't know what game you've loaded into. It just drops you into some game. Sometimes that can be good, or sometimes it can be just a totally broken game that will prevent you from progressing. So we're gonna make sure we fix that and save it again, so we know where we'll be starting from. All right. So we don't have any jobs. We can't navigate anywhere that we need to, I don't think. We have the Dwarven Citadel is the only point of interest we know about. So the next thing I think we need to do is we need to go back to Olive Garden and talk to Clive the Fearsome, and find out what's going on with this scepter of cloaking that we got. Now, maybe he's double-crossing us and wants us to go get it so that he can make invisible pirate ships, but I guess we'll have to take that risk. But hopefully we'll be there. Oh, reached destination, and it's nowhere to be found, so let's try that again. I guess it's like making a random roll for your navigator to mess up when it just sends you to the wrong place, or it takes you so long to get there that it's not where you navigated to prior. I'm not really sure how that works, but that's what it is. So, oh man, we have a lot of taxes to pay. 2,700. So let's see if we can talk to the governor. Ah, here we go. Excellent. Excellent! I see you managed to find the item. You will soon be provided with an opportunity to test it. One of my ships destroyed a Neogi mind spider recently. According to the captain's log, it was bound for an important rendezvous with another Neogi vessel. I would like for you to disguise yourself as a Neo Geo and make the meeting. Here's a chart for your navigator that shows the rendezvous point. Good luck. So there's our next story mission from the very fearsome-looking Clive there. I believe we're going to go sell all of this cargo? What do I even have? It said I had, like, tons of cargo. But then I had to pay... Yes, we're going to disguise ourselves as a Neo Geo. Which is going to be great. Scale mail +3. Oh, banded mail +1. They've updated their inventories in these shops since we were here last. I think we have better or good enough armor. Like all our guys are like AC -6, -5, -5, AC 1. But she's just got leather armor, I think. Yeah, leather armor +1. Yeah, so now we need to go find this Neo Geo Mind Spider and rendezvous with it. Pay our crew wages. I can see this going incredibly badly, so we'll definitely save it. Points of interest. Neo Geo meeting. Let's go. I kind of feel like the NPC outfits were outfits that the actors already owned and were very happy to have an opportunity to wear. They were just really enjoying that. Ship off the bow. Is that a good ship or a bad ship? Oh, that's a bad ship. We're gonna grapple this ship. We're gonna just kill them because we can. We don't actually need this ship, but the more money we have, the better overall. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Absnerdity. Appreciate that. Let's try to hold person on these clerics. They don't give a shit about that. Alright. I want this guy. I want this guy like here. I think he can attack there. We're gonna try to line them up for some lightning bolt action from our mages, which we can kind of stuff a mage in here. Oh, this mage has Fireball and Phantasmal Killer. Oh, I'm gonna use Phantasmal Killer in like just a second. Oh, I'm gonna like kill everybody if I use Fireball. But it's gonna kill more of them than of us. Yeah. Oh, this is Fireball. We have Fireball now. I didn't even think you could get Fireball in this game. I thought they had chose not to include it. But I guess it turns out that it's just a really rare spell to get. Oh, this guy hit Berserker. That's no good. I'm just gonna move Berserker back for now. How do I want this to work? Let's just cast haste on our fighter and see if that's actually programmed correctly. We only need to really worry about their mages, because their mages are the dangerous part. That guy doesn't know what to do. This is my cleric with no spells. The AI, when it's on AI control, they will happily shoot right through the walls. Which is, I find it hilarious. The AI they can just do all kinds of stuff that you are not allowed to do. can't do that. Alright, let's... How about confusion? Wow! That hasted fighter hit 4 times for 42 damage. That is beastly. Okay, let's get Berserker over here. That's not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do at all. You can just walk around a guy and backstab them immediately. That's wonderful. Right, so I believe Lady Arena has lightning bolts. There's no one in the way anymore. So we can just kill all of their crew in one go, basically. Let's try to get rid of this fighter. That'll do it. And then this is the cleric that has spells. We can cast Cure Light Wounds on our unconscious mage. This will go a lot smoother now. Madame Mona should have some lightning bolts. Hopefully that doesn't ricochet the way I fear it could. No, it went straight through, which is great. That guy's gonna run over there. Does Berserker have anything useful for this fight? I guess just magic missiles. We can go in and clean these guys up with fighter types. Cure that mage a bunch. That ridiculous. Yes, one of the human are killed. There are wonderful messages like that throughout the game. So I just need to move all these people out of this roadblock here, and then we'll be able to take care of them quickly. Oh, hey, thanks for the host, Dot Level. Really appreciate that. Get to watch some, possibly one of the jankiest games I've ever played in action. I imagine we might hit a tremendous amount of bugs when we get to the Neoji encounter that it's been describing for a minute. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't kill myself here. Oh, just injured. Alright, heal. Hopefully that's actually healing people. And then we'll loot their ship. Do not want. Take all that stuff. 4,000 gold and a knife. I will keep the splint mail and the heavy crossbow because those might be magical. Nope. think I mentioned this before, but you have automatic, or not automatic, but you have built-in identification spells with all of your mages in the crew. And the way it works is you just go to a spellcaster and you hit the cast button, and it'll then cast Identify every time. Not sure. For clerics, you might be able to actually cast a specific spell. Oh, no. Pressing cast for clerics is heal all officers. Yes. Sounds good. Okay, so now we need to get out of combat with this guy. Manually flying away from the ship that you just conquered is fun and exciting and excellent design. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright. Back to normal. And we should be looking for Greek thinkers in space. We need to study our spells all over again, because we used a lot during that encounter. So this is one of the unfortunately very manual processes in this game that you just have to go through all of this stuff for each character. Every time you have an encounter and cast a spell, you have to restock. I'm hoping we get a chance to try out Phantasmal Killer soon. That's such a cool sounding spell. And a cool description for it too in the actual Dungeons and Dragons lore, but I rarely see it in the computer games. Oh, we got Stone Skin. That's excellent. That is an excellent thing for someone to have. We're gonna be making some idiotic fighters for our next encounters. And we're never going to use Bestow Curse, even though we have it memorized. I wonder if our ranger or our paladin will ever get spells. Yeah, Stoneskin, like AD&D. This is supposed to be 2nd edition, but I think it's like 1.5 edition because they just took the gold box engine and kind of repurposed it in the background. So who knows what we're gonna get with that, but I'm hopeful for it. Unfortunately, I don't think you can buff your characters before combat. What is this? Do we want to do another fight? I don't think we want to do another fight. It's gonna be too time consuming. We want to get on with this story. We're in new territory. I actually haven't seen any guides or any other information about the current place I'm at in the game. I wasn't able to find anything kind of describing that. So it'll be interesting. All right. Game's gonna jank up for a second. The starboard stern. What? No, not to Dwarven Citadel. When did I do that? Points of interest. Neogi meeting. Going the wrong way. Glad I caught that. Let's go fast. It keeps generating ships. I hope this isn't like a... Let's see if this is maybe a set encounter that we're supposed to have. Might be someone coming to warn us about the Neogi meeting. Hey, Sinitar, how's it going? Glad you were able to tune in. I think we're actually getting close to like some kind of either resolution or like soft lock point where we can't progress. I do not wish to talk with the likes of you. Okay, so this is just somebody useless who's flying away from me that we don't want to interact with, but it still interrupted our journey to have them not attack us and not do anything. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I'm just gonna ignore these ships. If they're off the stern, I can get away from them quickly. We're 4 days away from this meeting. It should give us a special notice if we get an encounter that's plot relevant. It should actually tell us in the red text. It should tell us in the red text down here that we're in a special encounter, because it'll say it's a such and such. It'll usually say like it's a pirate, it's an undead ship, a ghost ship, that kind of stuff. But we want to see these Neogi. We want to find out about their base, and then I guess we assault their base. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The lookout calls down. They've pushed something out of the back, Captain. It looks like a chest. You pull the chest aboard your ship. You open it and find a scroll inside. The wax seal on the scroll bears a sigil of a spider with a crown over it. You see that the scroll contains orders from the Neogi High Commander. He says that you are to rendezvous with Master Ak-Al's vessel, the Cleaver, near Anadia. The two of you will participate in a joint raid in an attempt to capture Umber Hulk slaves. He finishes the letter by stating that the price for failure would be dear. So that's what we get, and then yes, near Canada, Canadia. So I don't know if we have a new point of interest. Ah, the Neogi raid. Here we go. So let's save our game. This game is I didn't hit that button, but it's jamming. Let's make sure it's taking us to the correct place, because it didn't actually specify. Neogi raid, Spelljammer to destination. Oh, it was click through when I pressed S to save the game. Asteroid field ahead. These asteroid fields are kind of a pain because they don't last very long, and they just interrupt your spell jamming. You also kind of can't tell if you're going to get hit by an asteroid from the side. I don't recall if there's a side view option in this game, but I don't think there is. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. All right, let's slow it down so we get, in case there's any fast messages when we get here. Yeah, I can be thankful for that. They are not Wing Commander asteroids. They're easy. They're relatively easy to avoid if they don't completely blindside you, and they don't do very much damage. Yeah, no, this ship only has a tiny viewport directly on the bow that you can look out of straight ahead. That's the only way you can see out, is through this one little viewport. Captain, ship off the bow. Okay, so I guess we hail these people, right? They think we're Neo Geos, so we're gonna hail them. Oh, look at this dude! Okay. Most of the art in this game has been a huge disappointment, but this guy actually looks pretty damn cool. He's like some kind of spider snake with a beard? I don't know. I think that's cool. That's on like the caliber of the actual gold box games. So, but this is the first like real art we've seen in this game. So, it's interesting to see that. Yeah, it's not just a person wearing like 2 prosthetic arms. Anyway, sorry, I got excited. I saw real art, and we might be the first people to actually see this art. Who knows? Let's see. Anyway, well, Captain, it seems you have me at the disadvantage. Knowing your race as I do, I know I can't expect mercy, but I do have something of value to offer you. I will tell you the location of our base ship in exchange for letting me and my ship go. A wise decision. The plans of those others are as nothing to me, and I was against this banding together from the start. Here is a chart. I don't want to... Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Here is a chart that shows the base's current location. You had best hurry, though. They don't usually stay in one place for long. Some Neo Geo. I found an old Neo Geo emulator from like 1999 on an old hard drive folder I was digging into. Is that a death spider? I think that's a death spider. I want that ship, but it's too difficult. These, All right, so now we should have a point of interest for the mothership. So I think this is the encounter that breaks the game. This is where the mothership just simply refuses to spawn. So we're gonna give this a try. I think if we beat the mothership, like that's the end of the game, and then it just dumps you back into exploration, and you can keep doing random missions. But we'll see. We haven't. What kind of ship? It's a nautiloid. I don't wanna have to fight you, nautiloid, but you're getting too close. If someone should break open a crystal sphere, it might destroy everything. Thanks. Let's... He's not attacking. I'm pretty sure once you get the cloaking device, like, enemy ships don't attack. But he's, like, following us, which is making it so slow to get away. I think we've got someone up in the crow's nest, and because space is on a flat plane in this game, they can see further away. But we're stuck in the like nose gun. So, all right. Let's try to get there. I'm actually not going to use the speed up because we don't want this part to mess up. This is the most finicky part of the game, as I understand it. I think Sinitar was mentioning that there's like a lot of people ran into an issue where you just never found the mothership. It didn't spawn. Captain, ship off the stern. How far are we away from this point of interest? We're pretty far. This is an elf ship. This is a good game. So we want to just hail these guys and be like, oh no, surrender now. You will lose this battle, they say. That's not true. What the? There we go. We're gonna kill them. Look at these elves. They're gonna die. Yeah, this looks good. We just need to get our mage's turn started. Yes, excellent. Okay, fireball. I wonder what the shape of fireball is in this game. I think we want to cast it like here. We'll cast it here. Well, what is the size of the screen? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's cast it here. Okay, 99 damage. That's a decent amount of elf death. As long as they don't hit any of our mages, we'll be totally fine. Because our mages are just going to cast lightning bolt straight down this line. Oh. I don't want that. That's a lot of dead elves. Yeah, that's actually the reason, the radius of fireball is the reason that I thought they hadn't included it. But it turns out it's just super, super rare. And you get your spells randomly when you level up. You don't have any control over what spells you get. So, yeah, like I wanted it to be a full screen nuke because that would be just amazing. But oh, these elves don't know what they're in for. They thought they could take my ship. They were wrong. We're gonna keep stone skin and haste. That mage took damage too. Confused crewman going for a little stroll back and forth. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this elf. Yep. And now once all of our crew decides to focus on this last stack of elves, they're gonna go down so quickly. It's kind of absurd. We actually don't need our mages to do anything. Just guard. But why not? I like letting the mages get in some of their spells, get some kills. I don't think it affects their experience. The experience is totally bugged in this game as well. That like none of your officers gain experience in any normal way. So early on, I had to bring the bring the officers' experience up to the same level as the main character, because it was just they were just so far behind. What? Did we lose a person? Second helmsman. Condition okay. Second helmsman, unassigned. Wait, who's already assigned? Okay. Julia Valador. Julia Valador is not dead. I don't know what happened there. My crew's okay. Nobody's hurt. Strange. Yes, heal all officers. And that should... There was one person who was down to 1 hit point, I think. But that should take care of it. One of our weapons got damaged. I've actually not seen that yet in this playthrough. Let's get out of this. Okay, let's slow it down. Just want to stop spelljamming for a second because we need to replace all those spells we used. One level 3 spell, which was prayer, I believe. One magic missile. And let's give her 2 fireballs and a lightning bolt. I think that'll be more useful. So you can get that lightning bolt to bounce around a couple of times under the right circumstances, and it'll actually it'll deal quite a lot more damage than fireball. Because you're mostly dealing with like narrow corridors and stuff, you often get that that opportunity. So what are we up to? Jank 19, Jank 20. Right. Navigate to the mothership. And they've significantly increased the... that's right, I don't want to speed it up. Significantly increased the encounter rate at this point. It might be because I'm trying to run from encounters, but it's almost constant. Since they're off the stern, usually the best option is to just try to run away, and eventually you'll be able to get away from it. Alright, the mothership. Now, ideally, we still have our cloaking device intact, which will allow us to approach the mothership, and hopefully the mothership itself will actually spawn. But this will be might be a Twitch first. The end of Spelljammer, if we can find it. Where is it sending us? Oh, Captain, ship off the starboard stern. Let's check our navigation. This might be it. Off the starboard stern. Of course, I turned the wrong way. That is a Neogi ship. So that's good. It's a mind spider. Some folks build ship out of bone, glass, or live plants. But what? Come on, more. About boots. A whole ship made out of boots. Very good, Neogi Mind Spider. That's a horrifying look into the actions of the Neogi. They wonder about building ships out of boots. Das Boot. And now we have to slowly fly away from them to resume our journey to their mothership to destroy it. This game is mildly better than Broken Lands in one aspect, which is it does take a minute for ships to despawn once they're off of your map. What is this? It's the same ship. It's the same ship, like, tailing me. That's actually a good point, Puyuyun. They want old boots to hide in, so... No, am I gonna have to kill this ship just to get away from it? We're like stuck in this encounter cycle. Yeah, old outhouse, overgrown bushes, my front porch, my garage. We get a decent amount of black widows around here, actually, so clearing them out is a... Oh my god. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it, and then we're gonna blow this ship up to get it to stop, like, following us. Hello. How's the kids? Giants act strange in wild space. It's bigger than they are. It's bigger than they are. I believe you. Watch out for illithids. They'll burn out your mind afore ye know it. Thanks. Goodbye. Okay, he's turning away. He's turning away. This is what we want. Alright, we'll try that. We don't want to have to fight like 2 Neogi battles back to back. We don't want this to turn into the Palace of the King of Hell, where it's just a, like, boss rush and, like, regular enemies that can wreck you constantly. That is not what this game ought to be about. Okay, same guy, right? Oh, this might be... Is this a death spider? If this is a death spider, I'm attacking it and I'm taking it. They are hailing us. Alright. Jank 21 is what we... So, what? No. We want to go into Jammer. File. Jank 21. Yes. Alright. Hail. Let's talk. Farewell. I have nothing to say. They hailed us. But we're going to take this ship. We want this ship. They knew that we were thinking about grappling and started attacking. Alright. Let's start the count, the Umber Hulk count. We've got 10, 21. 21 Umber Hulks that are visible at the start of combat. That is not the cleric that can cast stuff. Oh! What? Where is that even happening? Like on the other... Oh, that's happening on the other side of the ship. Let's see. Umber Hulk, don't be slaves. You can be free. Just stop attacking me. Ugh. Did that person die? They're not dead, right? Alright, there's 10. I can't even see over there because you can only look like a certain distance away from your character. Oh, went down means they're either dead or, yeah, in this case, dead. It can mean that they're only unconscious. If you see a body, that means they're only unconscious. But it's inconsistent. It's supposed to say died, and sometimes it does, but sometimes it just says goes down. We got really unlucky on the initiative with this combat, so we're probably just gonna totally lose. But let's see. I always have trouble predicting the behavior of Lightning Bolt in this. We did 155 damage to those Umber Hulks, and it wasn't enough to kill them. You know, I thought I memorized Lightning Bolt for this character, but I guess not. We might also get stuck if we don't dispose of this ship. We'll see. If we fail this combat, I mean, we're going to fail this combat, but when we fail this combat, I will, I'll try to just get away from the ship rather than actually fight it out. It does so much damage, but then, like, the Umber Hulks are so tough, and there's so many of them. They stack in 5s that it's if we have to do this battle for the final ship, it might take a while. I'm hoping that they have just regular human or demi-human slaves instead of Umber Hulks, because even as a final battle, like, these are almost impossible. I think we did one once. We did one Umber Hulk battle once, and we got really lucky that they were all lined up in one corridor. And we got to move first. Because otherwise they just... Oh, one of my crew fled. There's morale. I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, it's smart for them to flee. I don't know where they went to in space, but just gotta wait this out. We can't quit and reload until after the game over screen. Yeah, having lost the battle, your lifeless body lies sprawled upon the deck of your ship. The victors eventually get around to casting your body overboard, where it is consigned to drift endlessly through the void of wild space. So we're probably going to be seeing that quite a bit more. Oh, what did it do? Where did it put us? Okay, is everyone alive? Actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're gonna load the save game anyway. Jank 21. Okay. Excellent. So now let's just try to get away from this guy. We'll go perpendicular to them. They're following us. We're just going to make this really difficult because if they're following us, we have to get away. It takes a really long time. That's what this utility is for. Just total dead time of trying to get away from a friendly ship that just follows you. Ah! Like, is one of these supposed to be the mothership? I don't think it is. Oh! Asteroid field. We're getting, like, constant encounters here, but they're not the right one. Ah! We got hit by space debris. Alright, leaving the asteroid field. We should arrive in 8 hours. I'm gonna re-navigate now that we're out of that, like, point of interest. Mothership. Spelljammer. Less than an hour. Fantastic. Alright, we're out of that little, like, encounter cluster zone, it looks like. That asteroid field seems to have broken the, like, constant enemy ship contacts. So that's good. Now we just need to find the Sumatra and board it and then destroy it, presumably. Okay, we reached our destination. Now, as we know, reaching your destination doesn't mean anything because your navigator is totally useless. So we'll re-navigate to the same point. Interesting. Nothing here. Ship off starboard. Oh, this looks like it! Oh, look at this thing! Look at this giant thing! What do we do with it? Oh, we should save. We should save. We gotta save. Is that the right jank number? Oh no, we're only up to 22. Alright. Check it out! It's the ship! Look at this thing! It's like a giant citadel or something? Let's slow down. Let's slow down and get close to it so we can see it. Because it looks cool. Ah, it's firing on us! What? Grappled! We grappled it! Oh no, this is gonna be one of those automatic door levels, isn't it? Oh no. Alright, how did it lay our party out? Oh no! This is okay. We're okay here. This isn't the worst thing. Alright. First thing I need to do is I need to turn all of my crew to manual control. No, wait, I don't want to do that. Not yet. Not yet. I do want to... Oh, there's dudes up here, too. Wait. We want strong units in the front lines. Oh, they wiped out one of our crew, like, immediately, instantly. This is the wrong cleric. This is gonna help. Cast. Prayer. That's probably not gonna help much, but it might. Right, you need to go there. You need to... Do you think... I wonder if Neogi are vulnerable to Stinking Cloud. Thieves can open locked doors that you encounter in, so far, exactly one place in the game. Beyond that, I believe they have no purpose. But you don't get to choose your crew, so you always get a thief, so just treat them like a kind of worse fighter, I guess. Let's hope this counts as line of sight. It does. Alright, what do we have? What do we have? We have 15 in one hallway. No! Damn it! And I lost the spell because it was... that's unfortunate. That was a fairly big mistake for this encounter. Let's get this priest down here. This fighter ready to go up there. This guy can keep magic missiling these Neogi down here. That person needs to wait. If I get the cleric out of the way. Up there. Oh, still doesn't have... Okay, we do need to turn these guys off of automatic control because they will fail to act entirely. Even if we can't use their bows, it'll be better to have them in the correct positions that we want them. You have lightning bolt. Oh, and that one moved. That's really unfortunate. The stinking cloud seems to, like, paralyze the AI. They just don't know what to do because they don't want to enter the cloud. So, we'll see if they remain that way for long enough. Alright, we got one of the Umber Hulk. This is the Fireball Mage. There's like little pockets of Umber Hulk elsewhere in the ship that we're gonna have to deal with. Let's get a lightning bolt down here anyway. Okay, that guy's incapacitated, but it's opened up more space. Oh, these battles. We don't want that guy in there. We want this guy in here. What spells do you have? You're the one with Fireball. So we're gonna hope that Fireball can go around corners, and we're gonna endanger our fighter here. It does not go through doorways, though. That's real unfortunate. It did no damage to our fighter. The doorway stopped it completely. Which is good, because it means we only lost one crew stack. We can hit these guys with magic missiles. The Neoji who is guarding attacks. The Neoji is incapacitated. Alright. Let's just get some damage stuff out there. If we can get that first Neoji in that hallway down, the rest of them are going to be so dead. That's a perfect lightning bolt opportunity. But, no. Back here. Yeah, there we go. Incapacitated the Umber Hulk. That other one can't get in without entering the cloud, so I don't think he'll move. We can just magic missile him to death because our archers won't shoot him. And now we can start exploring the rest of the ship. Oh no, what's that, Buyuyun? I have unfortunate lore. That's, Makes me worry when I think about first and second edition monsters. There's some things that could go pretty wrong with misfortune there. Oh no. I think I remember reading that, and I was just like, that's a little weird to include. That is kind of unfortunate. That is a way to describe that. Alright, put all these guys under computer control so we don't need to deal with them. Except for the one that we want to manually manage. This guy needs to get out of there. Okay. If we're lucky, we can drop this fireball. Oh, no line of sight. Can't see through that doorway. Okay, it injured our dudes, but it also damaged the Neo-G and all the Umber Hulks in there. That was a decent risk. Okay, you're the one with the ability to cast spells, so you need to get up there. Yeah, entirely one-dimensional. That sounds like first and second edition Monster Manual material there. Have him guard. I want a real fighter down there. Oh, let's try it. Phantasmal Killer. We're gonna try Phantasmal Killer on this Umber Hulk. Unaffected. Yeah, they know their strengths. They're just gonna do their thing. All right, this is gonna be super risky. So we need to get that fighter into the right hand space. Oh, Stone Skin is only on self. Oh, that's not great. I now have a statue of a mage there. You jerk, Crew 47. That's the next round. I want some of these folks to wait. Okay. This guy needs to leave that cloud of gas. Yeah, the cottage window motif. Alright, stinking cloud in there. And then this person needs to move there. I think I can safely set my thief on quick mode. I just want to make sure that we're getting... Okay, Madame Mona should wait. Phantasmal Killer isn't going to work on Umber Hulks. What we need is somebody to cast a stinking cloud into that doorway. before... Oh, hey! I didn't realize those guys were down there. Okay. Let's just get this out there. Alright. He's already hasted. Oh, I lost the spell. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Alright. Kill the Umber Hulk. Without Stinking Cloud, I don't know how this would be possible. Out of level 1 spells. Yeah, none of the AI will shoot through the doorways, too. So that becomes a problem. Oh, we're doing so little damage. We need that crew in there, but they won't go in because of the Stinking Cloud. But if I don't have the Stinking Cloud there, then the Umber Hulks will just wreck us. I guess what I need to do is I need to get one of the crew stacks into the doorway so that they'll attack. Get the mages out of there because they have no use anymore. So you need to wait. You need to kill off one more of those Umber Hulks. You need to move in there. You need to wait. Mage is going to be incapacitated for a turn, which is fine. Oh, I didn't... Gave the people the turns in the wrong order. That guy's rushing to fill up the hole and make it so that... Yeah, make it so that I can't get the mage out of there. Which is why we need to make all of these dudes under our control. We're gonna sacrifice this crew member down here for an experiment. Wait. Okay, you get out of there. And you get out of there. And we'll put this group in. Yeah. Can we... let's see if we can stone skin. Oh no, stone skin is self only, it looks like. Okay, killed off an Umber Hulk there, that's good. A Number Hulk. Little gardens on the windowsill. Alright. Now we can do the cool stuff, which is kill the shit out of these Neogi and ourselves. But we didn't die from that. Somehow. Somehow. We didn't die. Oh, right. Protection from Evil 10-foot radius is a single-person spell. I love that invisibility makes your characters invisible even to you. You can't tell who you're playing as or where your characters are. Alright. Guard. We have a limited amount of time to do this, so we have to get rid of this 5 stack of Umber Hulk in the middle before the... Oh, too late. Let's put everybody under computer control. Wait, did I? No. Yes. Guard. Quick. After all this effort, we might lose this battle. Because of how things went down in this hallway. Yep. Pretty sure we're gonna lose. They move in, the AI moves in, and they won't attack. Let's just finish this up and get a fresh start on it, and hopefully get better RNG. But hopefully this is the last battle we'll have to do, and then we'll be done with this game, which would be fantastic. But not that there's anything wrong with this game. It's a great game. It's excellent. A miracle of 1992 engineering and art direction. The thing that worries me, though, is that after doing this one quest, we're gonna encounter. I think the first time you actually ram someone, your ship becomes unflyable and you can't ram a second time. And it's basically game over unless you brought specific repair materials, which it never tells you which ones actually work as repair materials and which ones don't. Is that... what's going on here? We need to... I don't think that Umber Hulk is attacking. Which, if they aren't attacking, then maybe we can... maybe we can actually kill them. Like, it'd be better to cheese this one encounter with one stack of crew than to try to actually do this legitimately. Cast it adjacent. It's a touch range spell. I regret everything. That is it's just too perfect for this game. Oh man. We could bestow a curse on the Umber Hulks. Okay, we need to unquick these dudes so that we can get this guy out of here and maybe pull it back. Oh, he's blocked in. I could write a guide for this after our successful completion, which I anticipate coming any moment now. Alright. Right. What we want to do is we want to move those guys out, right? We want to move this guy out. Trying to set it up so that we can pull the Umber Hulk out of that doorway and everyone can shoot him. But I don't think he's going to go through the doorway. I think it's messed up. Like, that doorway is a impenetrable barrier. But let's try. Let's just end with everybody so they don't have the don't move into guarding space behavior. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Let's bring these halflings in. Halflings will work really well, right? Unless, does this have... This doesn't have the, like, extra exits. So you can't, like, sneak around the side. There's 10 Umber Hulks down there that we're gonna have to deal with eventually. I just want this to be over! Like... Also, I think the difficulty level is on easy, by the way. Just want to mention that. This guy can't move. This is going to take way too long. All right, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk killing the emulator and starting it back up. And we're going to see if we can get back into that successfully now that we have the save right there. Hopefully we won't run into the combat crash bug because none of our mages were on quick. So even though it starts us here, it should be the correct save game. Still gonna load the game. Ah, damn it! It does this thing. You click on the game name, and that doesn't actually select it. Okay. Jank 22. All right, here we go. We hail them. Let's talk. No response. So we just fly straight at them and grapple them, I guess. It looks like the mothership has. Ow. We fouled the air. There we go. One crew killed by small arms. All right. We have the same layout, presumably. So the first thing we need to do is move this character. We need to get all of our crew under our own control before combat starts in earnest. Because we need to get our mage into that bottom corridor as quickly as possible. 8 movement left. Okay, we've opened this door. This is excellent. We want this guy here. We want to back up 1 and guard. That guy needs to wait. This mage can cast Fireball and Lightning Bolt. And we've got 15 Umber Hulks and that dude in there, so we're just going to get in and cast Lightning Bolt straight away. We need to get these guys down as fast as possible. And that's how we do it. Excellent. Prayer is going to help. We want to get crew up here to fight the Neogi. And we want our fighter back here. We want... Oh, where do we want to put these dudes? I guess we want the Paladin up here to fight the Neogi up here. These guys just out of the way. But not in that space. That's a good spot for that guy. And this dude back here. This dude back here. Okay. Alright. Guard. Oh no! Why does it do that? I don't know how long haste lasts when you cast it that way. Let's try to get this lightning bolt. Fuck it. Hope that doesn't kill that mage. No, she only took half her life in damage. That's good. Okay, so we just want to magic missile these guys away. Alright, you need to move out of this doorway. Wait. There's 15 Umber Hulks there. There's 6 Umber Hulks up there. 10 in there. And 3 in the hallway. We just need to keep guards on the side, I guess. Right, I think that's what we're going to want to do. Is we're going to want to keep two people to guard the sides of the door, and then line all 3 of the mages up right in the doorway. Hopefully, they'll get too confused by the presence of the doorway to actually attack. That's my hope. Okay, you go down here. Stand by. Alright, how many do we have in the corridor? Oh, they opened the back door, so I can't shoot lightning through them anymore. They're too smart. Let's just get rid of one of them. Our crew up there somehow switched to a missile weapon, which is fine. Okay, this is actually exactly what we want. We want the Umber Hulks to come into the doorway one at a time and then like stack up behind each other in there, because then we can just lightning bolt through the doorway and hit a whole bunch of those Umber Hulks. That's perfect. And I don't know if these guys are gonna do when I put them on quick mode, but I want to get my fighter line in there as quickly as possible. Berserker, who was guarding, attacks. Yeah, but now... Okay, guard there. Oh, man. Yeah, Neogi do a lot of damage when they actually hit you. Okay, cool. This person out. Level 3 spells. Just get some magic missile in here. And then, yeah, let's just plug this hole up as soon as possible. There we go. Now, it seems like when they get in the doorway, they get confused. And that's exactly what we want, is we want them to just, like, stand there and not actually do anything. And then we can just destroy them from there. This guy we can turn on quick combat and see what happens. This guy can get down here. We can start putting our crews back under computer control because they'll be safe. They'll be relatively safe, which is good. I think we could probably kill the remainder of the Neogi in that corridor. Oh, yes! He knows that he's got a missile weapon now. Excellent. Okay, so we need to make sure this guy isn't quick. Everybody else. And get this lineup set. See if maybe protection from evil works here. We'll protect these crewmen from evil. Yeah, they'll start shooting through the walls. Alright, this is going okay. This is going okay. We're not like completely boned. Just keep these guys guarding and hope the Umber Hulks come out of their little hidey holes. If they don't, we'll need to sneak a mage in and blow up their little holes there. I do want to try Phantasmal Killer. No line of sight. Okay. Do you have any good spells? You have haste. Haste the ranger and the fighter. Yeah, they won't come to that doorway for whatever reason. Be able to figure something out. I think if we put, let's see, there's 5 in the bottom room. There's 10 up there and 6 up there. That's 5 there. only want to send our crew in to these, like, suicide zones to get them to line up. And then once they're in position, we can... Well, we can't shoot at them if they're out of range. Alright, we got a few of them there. That's good. This should be in range. Yep. Got another one. That's excellent. She's got Fireball and Phantasmal Killer. So let's see if we can get Phantasmal Killer off on the Neogi. Yup! Dead! Instant death. Amazing. Oh, I like Phantasmal Killer. I just wish it worked on Umber Hulks. Had stacks of Umber Hulks. But I guess their intelligence isn't high enough for that to work, so... As long as we're on our side of the doorway, we're safe. So we just want to get back around to Berserker before they clear that hallway out. Because Berserker has another lightning bolt. Lady Arena does not and is out of range. Man, slow is a nasty effect. Like, it just, like, makes you not hit. Like, you don't take any attacks. Ah, they all moved out of the way. Look at that. That guy decided it wasn't necessary to fight, I guess. All right. Let's do it. 10 Umber Hulks is better than no Umber Hulks. It's a hit. Alright, we've gotten all the Neogi out of the way. All we have left, the only things we have left are 17 Umber Hulks here, and then probably another 10 Umber Hulks down in that other room. That's not the worst. It's not the worst thing. Damage Stinking Cloud. So if Berserker has Stinking Cloud, we can move Berserker in and Stinking Cloud one of the doors. And then we'll have... Right? If we Stinking Cloud the first door, and then someone else can Stinking Cloud the second door, we'll be safe. Okay. Stinking Cloud times 2. So I want to move here and cast Stinking Cloud here, which will protect the hallway from them doing it. Going into it. Make sure there aren't any Umber Hulks up here. Alright. So we gotta wait on that. So we're going to have to send our mages through the cloud and then have them cast additional clouds at the edge. All right. Okay, that's good. Can't cast there, so we'll have to cast here, which will incapacitate them. Cast here to incapacitate them. Oh man, our slow paladin. Also, I think these crewmen are slowed. They're gonna fight 10 Umber Hulks on their own and die. But that's what needs to happen, so that's what's gonna happen. Yep, all 4 of them instantly dead. Alright, we've got Fireball, but in order to use Fireball, we need to get to the optimal space for it. Actually, you know what? This is probably the optimal space for it. Let's do it. Oh, that doorway didn't hit them, but the doorway stopped it as well, so... well, that's not good. I thought I had an additional sinking cloud with them. Okay. Just need to make space. You can cast a Melf's Acid Arrow. These like narrow hallways that only fit one person make this so annoying to deal with. Like, this person needs to go here and guard. This person needs to take out that Umber Hulk. This is kind of a suicide attack, but I think it'll be worth it. Totally worth it. Oh, that was brilliant. MVP Julia Valador. Alright, so we've got 1 stack of Umber Hulks up here and 2 stacks of Umber Hulks in the lower section. And that's it. And that's basically end game, I think. Hey, what's up, SS Trippy? We're doing it. We're actually making progress in the best game. I'm fantastic. This is great. We're charting new territory in Realmspace. So this is exciting stuff. I just gotta figure out which one of my mages can actually move. Berserker is incapacitated, and Lady Arena is incapacitated. So we can't do anything about these Umber Hulks just yet. They're going to... Okay. Oh, no. Alright. Oh, everybody's getting incapacitated from the gas. First gas cloud just cleared, which means We have like 2 more turns of it in here, or less. Well, we lost one of our mages. Okay, let's get this other mage out of the way. Let's get this mage out of the way. The crew don't like to, was this made by the same people that did a Flash Gordon RPG? I'm actually not sure. I think this works off of a modified version of the Gold Box engine, as far as I'm aware. And it was made by this one dude who did a, like, space strategy game. He did some space strategy game before he worked with SSI, and he wanted to make a space strategy game for SSI. It was like tactics, and then that game didn't do well, so SSI shit-canned that game, and he managed to convince them to let him make this game, which then also didn't do well. Are you thinking of the Buck Rogers, Matrix Cubed, and Countdown to Doomsday games that were done in, like, I think the late 80s, early 90s? Those games were made by a different team at SSI, but it is basically the same engine. They made modifications for the Buck Rogers stuff. Those were mostly to, like, adapt the Buck Rogers tabletop rule set to a, like, Dungeons and Dragons dice rolling thing. Yep. Hey, Sinitar. Thanks for the info. Actually, I don't recall the name of the team that did that, but yes, Micro Magic is apparently the team. So, but yeah, this would be the same people who would go on to make Dark Sun and Dark Sun 2, I believe, or at least the main guy. And I think that ended up causing some problems for Dark Sun, Wake of the Ravager, and Dark Sun, Shattered Lands were two of the VGA era post Gold Box games, and I think they're pretty cool and fun, but that's mostly because of the setting and the stuff that they took from tabletop. I think the engines themselves and a lot of what's actually in the game is just really rough and not well done. The graphics are great, the art is great, but yeah, it suffers from a lot of the same problems in just lesser severity that this game suffers from. Yeah, rough. Rough is a way to put it. I need to get this mage out of here. Okay. I need these crew to come along. We've got 10 more Umber Hulks to kill. And then we'll be done with this game, possibly. Yeah, it's this game. There was so much potential. It's like space swashbuckling. It should be so good, and it just isn't. It's all in the implementation too. Like, I don't think there was anything wrong with the setting itself. I know some people don't prefer it because it's a little hokey, that it's like, oh, let's just put sailing ships in space and whatever we want because it's magic. But like there were some really good concepts, I think some unique concepts, the whole crystal spheres thing and all that stuff. But yeah, it just didn't have the right development team. It was one guy working out of his kitchen. Yeah, like one dude working out of his kitchen, doing a game that wasn't his expertise. Like he was a strategy game, like space tactics guy. Yeah, I actually never saw the story until I started this playthrough. Because you have to do a bunch of missions and get high enough notoriety to find out there's even a story. It just dumps you into space at the start. Yeah, they rented an office just for the day to rented an office just for the day to look like they were a real development company. Alright, our thief is pretty expendable. Let's move her in there first to get them down here. Now that that guy's moved... Oh, there goes our paladin. These guys suck. This is a fun final encounter. Alright, we just need one stinking cloud in that doorway. Oh, hey, thanks, McTeddy Plays. Thanks for the follow. Also, Sinitar, I hope you appreciate the alert sound I chose. If you recognize it. Yeah, the music of the game is a little loud. It is the level up sound from The Summoning. Yes, this does have THAC0 rules. I don't know if they're actually honored or not. Oh, one of the squad goes down. They've split up and killed my cleric. And because of these tight hallways, you can't really do anything about them. So let's get this guy taken care of so that we're not fighting two of these at a time. Now that they're out in the open, we should be able to fight them. Let's have this mage cast Stone Skin on themselves. Oh, there goes another squad. There's like one area where you can change the order of your group. I probably should have cast... Oh, there goes the cleric. We might end this battle, but be unable to continue because of the, we don't have anything there either. Although, if we make that... Yeah, he'll ignore people who are invisible. Oh, but they'll attack immediately anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think we might not win. Five Umber Hulks in a stack that all attack at once. And that you can only damage one of at a time. Oh, this fucking... Yeah, they're the worst. And there's 10 in that one room. Ugh. Having lost the battle, your lifeless body lies sprawled on the deck of the ship. We've seen that a number of times. Yeah, this is a marathon battle. I think those people who couldn't get this final encounter to spawn were the lucky ones. Also, it starts you in combat, like at your point of your last save, but it'll often like copy attributes from your last session. So you might start with characters dead. You have to manually reload each time. Kind of carries over some attributes. Okay, grappled. Alright, we want to immediately turn everyone off of quick combat, because quick combat breaks this encounter because of the non-passable doorway. Okay. To open the doorway. Guard. Send the ranger up here. Cast prayer. Send the paladin up here. I want to move this guy back and guard. I think they... I don't know if they'll attack you in the doorway or not, but let's just move that guy there and guard. Okay. This is the lightning bolt mage. You could try to blow it up using ship-to-ship combat, but I think it has a ton of HP and it has way heavier armament. So I would need to go get a Death Spider ship, which is basically the same encounter as this on a slightly different, on slightly different tiles. And then once we had that ship, we'd have a chance. It'd be possible, I think. But it would still be difficult. It would be a difficult battle of a different type. Usually, if you try to do ship-to-ship combat with another regular ship, you'll usually end up taking half your health and damage to take them down if they're a lesser ship than you. She just has haste. Which is fine. We need haste for later. It's just, we need it for later, not right here. We still have 10 Umber Hulks. I have to be as efficient as possible with my spell casting to try to maximize the number of Umber Hulks killed. Yeah, these fights were really hard. They're like, you're almost always completely outmatched. That pyramid battle, the Dwarven Citadel, is really, really difficult. I lost, I think, three or four of my characters in that fight, trying to do it. And this is with this is using characters. So there's a bug in the game where your characters don't properly gain experience. Other than your main character, your officers never gain experience, or they gain very, very little. And so, I fixed that bug by just editing memory to give the characters the appropriate amount of experience. And, it was still, just a disaster. We want a lot of these guys under computer control now, because they can take out these Neogi. We want that one under our control, because otherwise he's gonna go... Oh, we just saw an amazing... We just saw an amazing bug that I'm going to take a second to describe. So, Sistal Cloverleaf just got an extra attack because another character was guarding and triggered the guard response. So, as a result, a random character on my team got an extra turn, and it happened to be a melee fighter who was already engaged and had already attacked. Get an extra attack because of the guarding bug. But that can also make your mages cast spells that they don't have as a guard reaction to someone else triggering a guarding pose. So most of the stuff that I learned was just by observation, by looking at what was happening in the game and trying to figure out what the intention of the developers might have been and what was intentional and what was unintentional. Because this game is in real rough shape, and so you kind of have to watch everything that happens in order to make it possible to progress. The one thing I knew was that you had to get... I found a guide that basically said you need to get a bunch of notoriety or enough experience and gold before you are able to receive the first quest in the story quests. After you get that, then those kind of progress normally, but I had to kind of take a risk with one of the things in the story missions, because there's a point at which a pirate ship approaches you, and there's no indication that it's not just a regular pirate ship, but you have to hail it and talk to the pirates on it in order to get them to give you a message about meeting the head of the pirates. And then if you don't talk to them, presumably you can get totally stuck, because you'll be in a place where you've destroyed the messenger and you can't trigger the next stage of the quest. That part was not in the guide that I found. They basically just said once you get enough stuff, once you get enough renown, you can go on to the main story quests. You'll get this message that the count of one of the counts of Waterdeep wants to talk to you, and you should go talk to them. And so after that point, they're like, for that, see phase 3 of the guide. And then phase 3 is a dead link to an empty wiki page. There's just nothing there. I assume no one ever got that far. Yeah, I had this game as a kid, and I'm realizing now that it's taken a skill set that it's taken most of my career to develop in order to get to the point where I can actually play the game and progress in it. We're going to take this slow. We're going to take it slow. We're going to wait for the hallway to fill up. Yeah, sometimes they come into the hallway, sometimes they don't. We want them all in the hallway. There's another thing we could do to try to cheese this battle if we get stuck, is we'll leave at least one cast of Stinking Cloud on each of our mages. And then if you quick combat your mages, they'll cast any spell that they have memorized, at least one copy of, and they'll continue to cast it. They have an infinite number. Much like the kind of guard reaction spells that they will occasionally cast. But yeah, let's... Oh, these guys don't stop in the hallway. Okay, these guys have a missile weapon equipped. That's good. We need to unquick these guys. Yeah, that's it. It's like, that's every battle in this game is just like, stuff all your guys in a hallway and wait for them to die. But they can't, the AI, it's another kind of difficult to explain situation, which is, you can't change your crew's weapon when you're playing as the crew, when you have them under manual control. you can't change their weapons. When they're being played by the computer, they can change weapons at will. But often will have, like, strange AI bugs where, for example, they can't figure out how to shoot through doorways, even though that's totally fine for a human player. It's so, there's so many things going on in this game that make it just difficult to play. Not in the sense of, like, that it's a, you know, that it's a complicated game and the, like, mechanics are tough to grasp. There's just so many bugs to work around and so much extra work you have to do just to make the game function. It's, you know, like, you can't get good at it. You can just kind of work around it. It is possibly one of the buggiest games that I've ever used, that I've ever played. If we're lucky here, that lightning bolt will bounce all around that room and fuck up those Umber Hulks. And maybe we can do that again. Oh no, this is the mage with haste. No, get out of there. You're worthless. Oh, that Umber Hulk didn't know what to do. Oh, this is great. Look at that. That's fucking perfect. Yes. Oh, Descent to Undermountain. Yes. I've heard about that. I've heard horror stories about Descent to Undermountain. That's a great suggestion. I'm going to add that to my list as soon as I'm done with this battle. April Fool's Day. Haha. But you've seen my other content. Like, I will do everything to get through a game that is otherwise kind of unplayable. I will do my best to make it possible to complete. The whole Broken Lands saga. Ladders are a nemesis in many games. All right, this is our haste mage. We don't want that mage. We want. There's one mage. You can get out of there. You don't have any more lightning bolts. Wait, this mage. Yes, lightning bolts. So I play a broad variety of stuff just for my own amusement, but I found that I started streaming a couple of weeks ago. I started streaming kind of more consistently a couple of weeks ago when Macaw was trying to beat this game, The Broken Land, and it was pretty broken. So he had gotten frustrated and didn't want to continue with it, but he did want to see it completed. So I did a marathon session and completed it in one sitting. We're also going to see. I hope we get the same bounce pattern on this lightning bolt over here. That it's going to bounce around the room in a really bizarre pattern that I don't know why it does this. But it, like, bounces up, and then up and left, and then down and left, and then down and right, and then left. But it works. We could kill these guys off, but they're already hurt. So we'll just... They're injured and there's less of them. So we're gonna gonna try to get in there and just kill them with brute force. Get this mage out of here. Berserker. But yeah, I really enjoy. I found I really enjoy playing games that are in really rough shape that other people wouldn't really want to play, but I like digging into the kind of the nature of the problems in the games and trying to figure out ways to make them work, or to make them at least like possible to play, and you know, make it fun, right? Like I have a ton of fun with this. So cannot ready another weapon. Oh right, you don't ready your arrows, you just have them. Humans can shoot through doorways. Oh, nice. Retro remaking. I've seen a couple of those projects, and those always impress me because it's a super neat way to look at that stuff. Yeah, like even that game, The Broken Land had a lot of weird, unique ideas that you don't see in more successful games. Just because, well, I mean, really, because the people who made it didn't have a clear idea of what they were doing. They weren't working off of a lot of preset concepts that modern game design has kind of stratified. So it's nice to see that, like, some people will just make weird stuff because they don't know any better. Oh my god, I have a brilliant idea. This is gonna be amazing. So I have invisibility 10-foot radius. Hey, Sky of Steel. Yeah, we're possibly on the last combat of this game. And it's a doozy. We're fighting, there are, let's see, 18 Umber Hulks left that we have to fight. And then, if all goes well, that'll be the final part of the game. But I had a brilliant idea. I hope this works. We're gonna cast invisibility 10-foot radius. What? No! Oh no, we're not. Because it's gonna prevent me from casting the spell and waste it. My brilliant plan is ruined. The crew 1 is incapacitated. Oh, crew 1 is my crew, who's in the stink cloud. Okay. Yep. No invisibility 10-foot radius anymore. That's a shame. Ah! All right. I swear, like, some of my units get multiple turns and some of them never get turns. Let's see if we can move these guys up here and start doing this thing. Need to unquick that guy. Yeah, exactly. Like we wiped out the entire upper area here. There were a ton more that were in this area, and then like we just got wrecked. by two stacks of 5 Umber Hulks apiece. Okay, those guys can guard. This guy up here. Guard. Yeah, one Umber Hulk can confuse an entire squad and then kill 2 of them in a single attack. So it is not ideal. They're not fun opponents. Well, they killed my paladin in one shot. Wait. Oh, yes! We did it. We got one of the Umber Hulks. Okay. So we need to get a large chunk of our crew down there. Death, you can resurrect a party member for the cost of, like, I think it's 1,000 gold per level of that character, plus a permanent loss of a point of constitution, and there is a chance that they will be destroyed. Alright. That will hit that guy. We're just gonna take this real cautious. Oops, that was a mistake. So I'm moving all of my crew around here ahead of time. And a couple of extra mages. So hopefully we can stuff the mages in this little back area. We can cycle all of the crew in at once. And then we can just use all of our spells on these last 10 Umber Hulks. Yeah, so these guys need to, like, stay there. These guys need to stay there. Yeah, that's the idea, is the crew are expendable. The officers, less so. But yeah, we've got 2 stinking clouds here, so basically the turn that we decide to will have Berserker wait, and then we'll go through the crew, and we'll have the crew enter first, then we'll cast Stinking Cloud with, like, 2 ranks of crew between us and the Umber Hulks. We basically want to wait for it to say, it's a new round. No line of sight. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, Berserker, guard. So it's a new round. Lady Arena does not have Stinking Cloud. We're going to have Berserker wait. And then we're going to move these guys in. And attack. Too close to attack with missile weapon. Put these guys under computer control so they can switch their weapon back. Yeah, so they're going to go down, but then we've got more crew to come in and replace them. Lady Arena doesn't have the spell, but she can cast some damage in there. And then we're going to cast Stinking Cloud, which is going to disable the crew in there, probably. And we're going to move this crew in and put them under computer control so they can switch to their missile weapons and maybe attack. And we're going to haste the crew at the front. I think this can work out. This could work out. We have some magic missiles. We do have Fireball as a last resort, but that'll kill our crew as well. Alright, we don't want her using the longbow. We want her using the long sword. Dual wielding isn't supported in this game. This one's hasted. This one's going to be hasted. We'll focus on one group. Yeah, we'll do that once the Stinking Clouds wear off. Because the crew are worth more damage if they're capacitated, and the Umber Hulks are incapacitated. They'll just do more overall damage than the Fireball will on its own. But we will try to get in there and cast Phantasmal Killer on them. It might work. There's a possibility that it will affect them. And unlike turning undead, which when undead are turned and destroyed, they immediately come back the following round, which is... It makes that one Dwarven Citadel fight quite a lot harder. Alright, let's get some Melf's Acid Arrow in here. Magic Missiles. Let's try Phantasmal Killer. Unaffected. There's something we need to do, though, which is we need to put these guys under our control. That Stinking Cloud up there is not going to last forever. Oh, damn it. I always do that. Like, if you start to cast a spell, and then you change your order, you exit targeting, you'll end up just wasting the spell. There we go. Now that guy can't move, he'll switch over to his missile weapon, which is exactly what we want. Someone with stone skin, magic missile. Wait. Okay. That mage is out of useful stuff to do. Try more Phantasmal Killer. It doesn't work on Umber Hulks. It can only kill the Neogi. Presumably because Umber Hulks aren't smart enough for it to affect them. Okay. Yeah, this is bad. This one group of 5 Umber Hulks that we've been working on for a while here is... We still haven't killed a single one of their group. Like that killed 2 of one group of these guys. Our regular crew can't hit them, and you can't upgrade your regular crew. Alright, screw this. 61, Eva Dulac. Load. 3D2D1. Oh, that's... I entered that wrong. 3 zeros. Well, we'll do that. Yeah. Legit all the way. We killed one of them. We killed one Umber Hulk of that stack. It's also not possible to upgrade your crew in any way, so... Okay, we killed 5 Umber Hulks there. That's good. That's a good number. I also want to point out that the like fighters that get killed in one hit are they have -6 armor class. So they're not just these useless chumps. Oh, did we kill? Oh no, there's still 2 left. There's 2 left. And we're like so low on... She's got some magic missiles. And some stinking clouds. Okay. We're close. I don't think this will work. Oh, and it says I have no line of sight anyway because of that door. 1 Umber Hulk killed. 2 Umber Hulks killed. Oh, this is like right down to the wire. Squad is incapacitated. 1 Umber Hulk killed. Alright. You don't have anything useful. Extra attack. There. That's fine. You also don't have anything useful. You have Stinking Cloud. You need to get up to the other area as quick as possible. Wait. Last person to move in the turn. Wait. No! Even Dulac went down. That's our, like, primary damage dealer. Okay, let's get you in here. Get you in here. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna have to rely on mages and crew for this, which means we're gonna have to get these crew off of quick because they're just gonna stand there. This is right down to the wire. Oh, man! Julia Valador with the critical hit kill. I don't even know if that was a critical hit. I assume this mage has to roll 20s just to hit, so it's always critical. Oh yeah, go Berserker. I really wish they had the coup de grace mechanic in this, because it would make this so much easier. Okay, let's get all of these mages in here. And that dude. This is gonna be close. We've got one Umber Hulk left, 3 mages and 5 crew going after it. Our ship is gonna be probably unmanageable after this, but I'm fighting an incapacitated enemy and I miss most of the time. Oh, this is so close. Oh, yes! Yes! I think we're done. I think that's it. We did it. We won. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna heal a few times, I guess. We're gonna loot it. What do we get? No cargo. 16,000 gold. A studded leather. A composite short bow. A lucerne hammer. A longsword. A belayan pin. And that's it. Like, it's done. Like, do we blow this thing up now? Is that what we're supposed to do? There's, like, no quest update. Like, we did the thing, but there was no quest update. There's no extra stuff. So do we blow it up from space? Is that the safe thing to do? Like, are you not supposed to board this thing? You're supposed to... Some elf ship to turn in the quest. Okay, that could be the case. Should I blow it up? You know what? Let's save the game here. Right? Save the game here. Okay. 22. 23. And let's see if we can blow it up. Because we'll get constant hits if we're, like, at close range. We have decent weaponry on this ship, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, we have no crew, so our weapons are going to go super slow. Let's see, can we assign... All of our crew is assigned to weapons, so... We're going as fast as we can with this. I don't know how many hull points this has. But yeah, I think the safe way to do it is to blow it up. Yeah, I was hoping, I was thinking I might, if we ran into another, like, party wipe in the combat, just fixing the characters, like the main fighters, max HP. Because the Umber Hulks only do physical damage, they don't do any, like, status effects or anything, other than confused. So I could just make it so that all the characters were invulnerable to get through these god-awful long fights. the memory structure for this game is actually pretty easy to mess around with for the character data. When it's stored in the expected location. I think this thing has a lot of hull points. You know what? You know what? Here we go. This makes it easier. The utility that I'm using for memory modification for speed and stuff like that is called Game Wizard 32. It's a program that I actually bought a licensed copy of it. I bought a licensed copy of it when I was younger because I thought it was such a cool concept, and I liked messing around with it. But yay, we did it! Okay, enemy ship destroyed. It played a little like special musical thing, and it said there was a ship off of starboard. This elf ship right here. Look at this. Good thing we stuck around to destroy it. All right. Let's talk to these elves. Also, quick side note. This is the ship that we're flying right now. So the elves see this hanging around where the mothership was. Just want to point that out. All right, so we hail, it saves the game, and we get the ending. You are met by a representative of the Council of Lords. He informs you that your presence is respectfully requested in the Grand Audience Hall. As a representative of the council offers you your promised reward, a tumultuous cheer arises from the throngs of noblemen and important personages assembled to either side of the hall. The tales of your brave deeds and your climactic battle with the Neo Geo base have preceded you, and many of the people look upon you with open admiration. The Neo Geo, their base, and many of their ships destroyed, begin to lose the tight cohesion that held them together for the past few months. Without a strong leader to bind them to his will, the remaining Neo Geo resume the petty bickering and conflict among themselves, and are easily rounded up and driven off by the Elven Navy. Thanks to your efforts, the voids of Wildspace have been made safer for those who are of your kind. That rare and adventurous breed known as Spelljammers. Yeah, yeah, easily readable. Also, I like that they used magic to open the chest. That was necessary. Unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden, which is what I call one of the stations. And right back to the main menu. It doesn't even let you continue. But there we go. That's it. That is the ending to Spelljammer, Pirates of Realmspace. Sardo. But yep. There we go. That's done. Thanks for sticking around, Sinitar. Glad to have you here. Have a good night. I wasn't able to find the ending anywhere, but it sounds like it might be out there somewhere. Yeah, if you're gonna approach this game, I would definitely recommend read up on what the bugs are. If you want to reach out to me, just let me know. I'll go over some of the stuff I ran into. There's a lot of stuff that can break the game completely. Like if you use quick combat on a mage, it'll crash the next time you enter combat. There's all kinds of stuff to watch out for. So there's the guy, Al Escudero. That is the one dude who that's the one dude who made this possible. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's Pirates of Realmspace. Ah, oof. How long did that take us in total? I think that was a couple of 4-hour sessions plus the kind of lost progress to crashes. Yeah, no problem. Let me see if I can. Find somebody to host here. Get this out of here. Let me see if there's anyone online at this crazy hour. I think it's too early for Macaw and too late for everyone else. It says that people are online and playing who are not. No live channels for who I follow. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for enjoying it. Yeah, too early for Macaw and too late for everyone else. Yeah, thanks. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Maybe next thing will be Descent to Undermountain or something else, but I'll find something equally fun. I think I'm going to go over to, let's see. Somebody's playing, what do we got here? Kilgore Trout, who Scimitar is hosting right now. We'll go over there right now. So I'm going to send this over. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Glad everyone enjoyed it. Have a great night. I'm going to host up Kilgore Trout now, if I can. I always get confused with this interface. It looks like he's playing some Unreal 2, which should be quite a bit better than what we just saw. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. I'll see you all soon.